On the opposite of that, standing up for what you believe in seems to be gathering some steam lately, from sixth grade teachers to city mayors. Days after deciding Boise was going to keep its current city flag, Mayor Lauren McLean is taking another stand on a standard. For years, there's been a pride flag flying outside Boise City Hall, something that seemed to be kind of a thorn in the side of many lawmakers working inside the State House just 2 blocks away, at least to those who live outside of Boise. So this past legislative session, they decided to do something about it. They passed a flag ban, not just for what can be flown at schools, but any and all Idaho public buildings and property. But for Boise, well, their attitude and their approach so far is, that's nice. The bill to limit what flags can be flown on government property began back in February.
I believe this bill is necessary for government to be neutral and unified. Government buildings should represent all Idahoans and not be used for political or social movements.
House Bill 96 was supposed to stop any state, county, city, or school from flying any flag not listed here, from the U.S. flag to the state flag to the official school flag.
And without clear guidance, some government entities may display flags that promote specific causes or ideologies or political viewpoints. This bill will prevent that.
Yet it hasn't, and that hasn't gone unnoticed. Even Representative Heather Scott, the sponsor of House Bill 96, pointed out the law went into effect immediately with the governor's signature, saying someone may want to let the city of Boise know. Well, several have, and that didn't seem to matter. According to the mayor's office, that pride flag outside City Hall will continue to fly. Maybe because the law's guidance may be clear, but the enforcement of it is not. No part of the law lays out what happens if a city doesn't follow it. And we asked the governor's office, the attorney general's office, the Ada County Sheriff, and Boise PD. Nobody had an answer, but Representative Scott had one. In a text message, she told us most government employees shouldn't be actively breaking the law, even if they don't agree with it, especially elected officials. As for who is supposed to enforce it, she said they should self-enforce. We can always look at adding a penalty for bad actors if we need to. At least for now, it seems Boise is sticking by their standards. Well, during debate of that bill, it was mentioned how it was oddly focused on just one Idaho city because the only examples they showed of someone flying a flag not on that list were pictures of pride flags flown in Boise. But we were surprised to find, after reviewing all the committee hearings and chamber debates, nobody seemed to mention the bill's lack of enforcement. And to clarify what I said about nobody having an answer about that enforcement, the governor's office referred us to either the Ada County Sheriff's Office or Boise PD, and ACSO told us today this is the first they're hearing of this law. But since City Hall is on Boise City property, enforcement is up to Boise Police. And we have yet to hear back from BPD, nor have we heard back from the Attorney General's office. So no enforcement mechanism in the law, but it did have an emergency clause, meaning it went into effect with Governor Little's signature instead of the usual July 1st effective date. You may be wondering why that is. Could it have anything to do with the fact Pride Month happens in June? Maybe. Oh, by the way, the city of Bonners Ferry is considered a border town, and this was brought up during debate. For years, they have flown a Canadian flag outside City Hall to welcome our neighbors from the north when they visit Idaho. Well, we called today, and that flag still flies outside Bonners Ferry City Hall. Official flags of other countries are allowed under this law, but as the law says, that's only to commemorate special occasions. So I wonder what's so special about a flag flying 24/7. Has anybody called for the removal of that flag? I guess we'll just have to wait and see with that one.